Hello guys, hi, welcome to stream. Njan back. Ayo. Anyways, ഇന്നത്തെ stream title is pretty straightforward, I guess. ഞാൻ ഇന്ന് വീണ്ടും Grand Blue Dreaming വായിച്ചു തുടങ്ങി manga. But this time, instead of reading the same 5 chapters again and again, 5 volumes again and again, I started reading the 6th chapter, which is after, like, anime first season ശേഷമുള്ള story line, which is not yet adapted, and I hope it will be adapted because at the moment it's fun. At the moment, like, I really do want to have a life like that. I don't know why, but it sounds so much fucking fun. But yeah, anyway, but we don't live in an ideal society, whatever. Social responsibility is a thing. So anyways, let's start with stream. I don't know. But before that,
actually, by the end of the movie, people are gonna like him a lot. He's gonna have this thing where he says that he's Mary Poppins and stuff. Oh, Mary Poppins is tight. Oh, that sounded kind of weird. Yeah, as soon as I said that, it sounded weird. Ugh. So we're actually gonna kill off a well-liked character. That's kind of a first for us. Yeah, and it's really gonna come as a surprise because all the main characters in this movie are pretty much invincible. Oh, they are? Yeah, they're gonna survive so many things that nothing's gonna feel like a threat anymore. What kind of stuff are we talking here? Oh, just stuff like crashing their ships, smashing head first into rocks, getting crazy beams of whatever go through them, violently hitting trees, getting struck by monster tentacles, being swallowed, traveling through space at dangerous speeds, being literally next to an explosion, getting their ship shot thousands of times. That's a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, it's gonna feel like a cartoon. People like
what
cartoons.
do you get for the girl who has everything? More.
Named Exposition. His name is Exposition? Oh, no, sorry.
I do not care who makes the kill, as long as I can observe it die.
How they made. Till it kills me.
That's kind of weird, super weird. And so most of the Guardians are going to hang out on Ego for a good chunk of the movie. What are they going to do there? Not much, huh?
Meet your champion. Lots of kills by this one.
Hope you're not afraid to do your hands dirty.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, but then she's not going to tell them for like 30 minutes of screen time. Wow, really stretching this out, aren't you? I am. So what else happens in the movie? Well, I also split up the Guardians so I can stretch
I do
it
not
out even
fight
more.
to be
So Rocket and Groot and Njan
I fight to be
by the Ravagers, and then Njan was going to murder them all with his arrow. The people that were his allies,
As
like
Jump Master,
right.
I'll lead us to where we claim the most lives.
It's going to be slow-mo. Oh, that's so cool.
I feel most alive when rapidly approaching my death.
So she's kind of complicit in that, because clearly she knew it was wrong to be killing kids. Yeah, for sure, but I think people are gonna like her anyway. It's gonna be tough to get people to like a character that's complicit in wide-scale child murders. Actually super easy, barely an inconvenience. What do you mean? Well, she's gonna act super innocent and adorable. Oh, cute. Yeah, she's even gonna join the Guardians at the end of the film. That is so sweet. I don't even care about those dead kids anymore. Wow. Anyway, Ego needs Peter's celestial genes to move his plan of expansion across the universe forward. And Peter is into it, but then Ego admits that he killed Peter's mom. Why does he do that? Well, because I needed Peter to find out somehow, and so having Ego just say it unprompted felt like an easy way to do that. Fair enough. So then Peter is devastated, and he wants to kill Ego. Yeah,
First
I get it.
blood.
I mean, finding out that his dad
That's
killed
how it
his mom,
begins.
that's gonna be a dark moment. You'd think so, but then Ego's gonna turn into David Hasselhoff. Having emotional scenes with silliness is our bread and butter. Yeah, feeling emotion sucks. Also, I like that finding out a key fact about his mom's death is what drives
need
the
a backpack.
climax. Yeah, I think it might be a first for Marvel, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it is. I mean, other than Iron Man and Captain America Civil War. Maybe because it's so recent, people won't notice. Maybe. So anyway, then everyone's gonna join together and defeat Ego. Wow, how do they manage that? They destroy his brain. Okay, but the fight takes place on a planet that is him. Yeah, he shouldn't really be able to lose. Doesn't sound like he should. But it's not like anyone's gonna really look into the science of this, you know? It's just for fun. Right, it's a movie with superpowers and talking raccoons. You'd have to be a real killjoy to check if the science works.
Don't
Hey guys,
mind
Ryan
if I
here.
do.
Hope you enjoyed that pitch meeting. Let me know in the comments section what other movies I should do pitches for. If you like
We
this
find
video,
ourselves
you can
inside
like
the
it. You
next
can also share
ring.
it with your friends
How
and subscribe to the channel.
serendipitous.
And there are a lot of these on the channel, so be sure to check those out. Thanks for watching, and check in back soon for another pitch. Bye-bye. So you have a new Avengers script for me? Yes, sir, I do. And this one starts off with the Avengers doing some super awesome murders. Oh, it's nice. Yeah, it's gonna be like 10 solid minutes of the Avengers murdering and cracking jokes and murdering and cracking jokes. That is so cool. Yeah. And how are the Avengers getting along without Tony? Oh, well, he's right there with them. Didn't he kind of retire at the end of Iron Man 3? Yeah, that's right. So what explanation are we giving for his return? None.
Ooh, I feel
whatsoever.
good about this care
so
package.
What's the movie about?
Shall we?
It's called Age of Ultron. Oh, Age of Ultron? So this takes place over several years? Yeah, no, just a couple of days. Oh, do you know what the word age means? I do not. It's a tough word. Yeah, sounds cool though. Age of Ultron. It does sound cool. So anyway, from Loki's scepter, Iron Man wants to create an AI called Ultron that can achieve peace in our time. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, but then Ultron understands his purpose as, oh, I need to murder everyone. Whoopsie. So Ultron attacks the Avengers while they're getting drunk and then escapes through the internet. He escapes through the internet. Yeah, so now he has access to every system on Earth except nukes. Oh, that's cool. So what's his plan? Is he gonna like take down the electrical grid? Nope. Something with the water supply? Air traffic control?
My
All
ultimate
of
is
the
ready.
Avengers' super
Let the
advanced technology?
experiment
No, those
begin.
sound like good ideas, but what he really plans on doing is making a city fly and throwing it down to Earth. Oh, you'd think a genius AI would be able to think of a better plan than that. You'd think so, but he's really into the city throwing idea. Interesting. So anyway, Ultron is a super scary, super intimidating robot. He should have crack jokes like Loki. What? People love Loki. Yeah, but why would a robot crack jokes? So he could be more like Loki. Okay, but people love Loki. Oh, is this so you can sell Ultron toys to kids? Maybe. We sold a lot of Loki toys. Well, why didn't you say so? The movie's already a big commercial anyway.
Spotted a subject.
Oh, stop. What kind of commercials are we talking? Well, for example, the Hulk listens to music to calm down, right? Okay. On his wireless Beats
We should
by
go
Dre
here.
headphones. Oh, awesome. That's a product. Or like Hawkeye and Black Widow
Placing gas
driving around, right? Yeah. In a brand new state-of-the-art that's a product. We also find out what Iron Man likes to wear under
Enemy spotted.
We haven't killed it. I
So
can't
anyway,
wait
then
to
they
meet
all go
them.
hide out with Hawkeye's family. What happens there? Well, Natasha and Bruce
Shop's
have a
open
long
for
conversation about how they should have showered together. Yeah, I love them. Oh, they are. Yeah, I decided
I'll
that
start
would be
here.
a thing. Cute.
Drills
And then
hadn't
Thor
breathed.
pieces out because he
Half
had a
the
bad
squad's
dream.
alive.
And then Nick
Let's
Fury
kill 'em.
secretly hides out
My
in a
favorite
barn
kind of
surprise
loot.
Tony, even
The
though
kind
he
that's
meets
all
with
mine.
everyone minutes later.
Hell of a
and
time to go
has
shopping.
hide. Dramatic entrance, I guess? Yeah, let's go with that. And what does
Man,
Thor
go.
go off and do? He goes to take a bath with Selvig. Oh, kinky. No, he jumps into a dream puddle and learns about Infinity Stones. Oh, is that a commercial? Commercial for an upcoming movie, that's right. I love it. So anyway,
Care
Ultron
package
tries
over
to
there.
put himself in a body type thing, but then the Avengers steal it. Oh, they do? Yeah, and then Tony convinces Bruce that they have to do the exact same thing as Ultron. He wants them to redo the thing that created a death robot. That's right. God, is it going to be hard to convince Bruce to do it? Super easy.
Gas trap
Really
deployed.
inconvenience. Really? Yeah, he basically says that they're both monsters, and for some reason.
Spotted one.
Anyway, so we do the thing. Four kids in the
Visual is clear.
really
Placing
nice
gas trap.
vision somehow.
Kill that
It's crazy
guy, you
how
know,
science works,
Recharging
isn't it?
machine
Yeah, I
copy.
literally don't understand it. Me neither. Also, Ultron is gonna kidnap Black Widow. He's gonna kidnap her. Why wouldn't he just kill her? I don't know. I guess to lure the Avengers over? Wouldn't they have gone anyway
have a
if
subject in
Ultron is
view.
lifting a city in the sky? Yeah, you'd hope so. So how does it end? Well, you know how in the first Avengers we had fighting like a generic army of aliens? Yeah. Well, this time we're gonna switch things up a bit. Oh
Hell
yeah?
yeah.
Now it's gonna be a generic army of robots. Very
There's a
cool.
replicator
Also, one of
coming
the
in.
Avengers is gonna die. What? Which one? Quicksilver. Oh, I don't even know who that is. Yeah, we only introduce him in this movie. I'm not sure if he's actually
Spotted one.
a guy. Well, Hawkeye is about to get shot, so Quicksilver uses his super speed to that to get them out of the way instead of stepping in front of bullets. I don't know. Plus, there's a huge
Recharging
scene earlier where he moves a bunch of people out of the way of the moving train. So he dies. Yeah, and also Tony, Thor, and Vision are all hitting Ultron.
Introducing a new variant.
Amazing. And then they all stop and let him get away. Why? I don't know, but Scarlet Witch kills him later. Well, good. And then in a mid-credit scene, we're gonna have Thanos show up. Oh, what does he do? He puts on the Infinity Gauntlet and he's like, fine, I'll do it myself.
Got a minute until the ring.
You give me hope that the meek won't inherit the earth after all.
Thanks for
Rings in our neighborhood and one post for 30.
So, you're here to talk about Ant-Man.
Getting shot at.
So, you need your parking validated?
Shields are recharging. Placing gas trap.
Do the thing. Recharge my shield.
You want me to pitch to you? Oh, you're not leaving? I wasn't planning on it.
Ring
Wow,
close.
well,
Close
we
it.
got a lot of people
Recharging
leaving the project, so
shields.
it's wow, bummer. Yeah, so
Evo shield here.
please don't
Level
leave me
3.
for my last
Deploying a
Good,
variable.
please. Okay, so what's the story about? Well, you know how in the first Iron Man movie,
Placing gas trap.
Time's up and we're not in the ring.
to get out, but then one of the bad guys from the same company wants to sell it and then makes his own evil version of the suit, and so you end up with a big final fight of nice guy super suit versus evil guy super suit. Yeah. So what I'd like to do is that. Well, if it's
Now for you.
doing it until it stops making money, that's what I think.
Crack that shield.
First of all, there's technically he's the one that invented the shrinking technology, and he used to be Ant-Man. How is that technology gonna work? Inconsistently. Oh, yeah, we're gonna say that it
Recharging
reduces the space between atoms, so objects keep their mass, but then we're gonna do a bunch of stuff that contradicts that. How so? Well, sometimes
Enemy
Ant-Man's
that
gonna
way.
have the mass and force of a full-grown man, but other times he'll be light enough to run on a gun barrel or ride an
Go
ant.
here.
And Hank Pym is
Chuck
gonna
it in.
have an actual tank as a keychain, which should weigh about 60 tons. Why so inconsistent? Well, I wanted to do certain things that
Subject
they would
spotted.
look cool, but then I was like, oh, those totally break the rules that I myself established in the script. Yeah, but then I was like,
Tower.
here, and you did it.
Reloading. Down to subject.
Scott? Yeah, he's this guy that's just getting out of jail.
Spotted one.
Go on here. You lot, get behind.
When it comes to stealing, why was he in jail? Oh, because he got
Make a beeline there, nothing.
he's that good at it. Yeah, I guess not. In fact, he's got failed pretty much.
Being sorry.
Wanted to see if he'd be able to break into a safe.
Big shield deployed. Get in over. Come on. I still need you.
Anyway, Scott was in jail for about 5 years. Now how old is his daughter?
Administering medical.
Hold on, I need to heal.
1 or 2-year-old baby. That's right. I gotta say, Hank Pym is putting a lot of faith in this super sketchy dude. Yeah, well, he says everyone deserves a second chance. Yeah, but should your second chance out of jail not save the world?
Healing up.
Shields are recharging.
Spot an enemy over there.
Because they're
Yes.
so attractive.
Using shock drive.
In the movie? Oh, yeah.
Big kid here.
Villain Derek Cross. He is evil.
Thanks.
So what's his deal? I just told you. Oh, yeah.
Subject
he's like
spotted
a generic
there.
evil guy, you know? That's what I'm talking about. So he wants to sell this yellow jacket suit
Recharging
to
my
some evil
shields.
military types. Right, like an Iron Man. But one of them's not super interested. So Cross is going to use his incomplete shrink tech to turn him into a tiny pile of glue with flushed down his
Healing.
toilet. Jesus, why doesn't he try selling that? But is there a way we can
Waiting.
Oh, yeah, super easy. Barely an
Stirring
inconvenience.
it up.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I'll just do a little side quest where Ant-Man has to get a big
Let's smash him. He's shooting at me.
Yeah, if you want to double the movie's budget,
Let's go here.
you're damn right he does. That guy's throwing
thermite.
money from our bank.
Charging my shield, nothing.
You know that according to his last
Throwing jump drive.
I mean,
That was the last one. Subtracted from the equation.
Being shot at.
Derek Cross is going to end up figuring out the
Remember who hooked you up? I've got your back. Crack that
Yeah, I
shield.
guess he's not gonna want to do
Mama's
anything
got
that
a
would
brand
jeopardize
new
being able to
bag.
see his daughter. That's
Got
the
your
last
shield,
thing
cuzzy.
he'd do.
Placing an independent variable.
Hey guys, Ryan here. Hope you enjoyed that pitch. There are thousands more pitch meetings on the channel, so be sure to check those out. It might be a slight exaggeration, but there's a lot. Let me know in the comments what other movies I should be pitching for. Don't
Drill
forget to
here.
like and share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Beware. I've added a variable.
So you have that new Captain America script for me? Yes, sir, I do. Now, I should inform you there's a rumor going around Hollywood right now. Oh, what's that? Apparently this year, everybody's gonna be making movies about heroes fighting heroes. There's gonna be Batman versus Superman. In Transformers, they're gonna fight Optimus. In the new Fast
1 minute
and
until the
Furious,
nearby
they're gonna
ring
fight Dom.
closes.
Wow, it sounds like everybody's gonna be doing the same kind of crap this year. Yeah, sounds that way.
Enemy
So
trap.
we would too.
Watch out.
Great. It's gonna be called Captain America Civil War. What's that gonna be like? It's gonna be like if a kid took out all his superhero toys and just started smashing them together. Sounds awesome. Yeah,
Best
so we're gonna
idea.
have the government be mad
Understood.
at the vendors. Nobody's gonna bring that up? No. Okay, so anyway, they want
Recharging
the vendors
shields.
that was the small government oversight and taxation. So Tony and some others are like, yeah, but Captain America and some others are like, no.
You fellas
Oh,
know the
conflict
drill?
is brewing.
Target
Yeah,
spotted.
it's pretty serious. It's like the Avengers.
They're shooting at
Well,
me.
no, there is a villain. What does he want? For the Avengers to go out on his side. Huh. His name is Zemo, and his family was killed in
Charging
Sokovia.
my shield.
Like, he's gonna bomb the United Nations. Looking for it. Wow. Yeah, and that's gonna kill the king of the
Recharging. There's another squad on us.
Oh, Black Panther. Wow, there is a lot
I still
going
see
on.
him.
Healing. I don't know. This is a club fight.
Second hero.
Being shot at.
Well, that's great news. Yeah, no, we'll put him in there for sure. Thank you. Okay, so I just got word that we can now use Spider-Man. Right? So let's shove him in there.
Gotta throw some seeds into you.
Civil War? Yeah, we could have Tony recruit him onto his team for that airport
That
fight.
shield is
I think
cracked.
people are gonna mind that.
Let's rip.
Doesn't make much
Recharging
sense.
my
What do
shields.
you mean? Well, Tony's
Reloaded.
whole thing in this movie
I need
is about
shields.
superhero being more responsible, right? So the combination of the world's most powerful hero. Okay, yeah, that one doesn't make much sense, but also look at it this way. It's Spider-Man. No, yeah,
Evac
that's a good
tower
point.
here.
People love Spider-Man. They do. Oh, and I'm gonna get somebody really hot.
Rolling with the wrecking ball. That's
Still,
just
I mean, what
drilling
two words
through.
come to mind when you think of the character Aunt May? I don't know, old lady sex symbol, exactly. That's throw Ant-Man in here. How would we do that? Just toss him onto Captain America's team.
Adding another gas
About
trap.
not wanting to go to
45 seconds until the ring closes.
Yeah,
We've got
pretty
time, but
Or
not
we're gonna
much.
have him jump onto the side of him.
Being shot at.
Yeah, the thing about that, though,
We've got 30 seconds to get to the next ring.
I mean, if we're gonna do this stuff, maybe let's go all out.
Gas trap deployed.
So what happens?
Charging my shield, cuzzy.
Fight scene.
No one hide from my
Cover
me, I'm using a Phoenix kit.
During a fight with the world's most powerful
We've got 10
hero.
seconds. Shield.
No, none of that things having consequences business. Okay, can he be injured, maybe?
Getting shot.
Can get hurt, but he has to
moving and
be
we don't seem to be
recovery
in
of
it.
the movie. Thank you. But that's it, though. No more consequences. I promise nothing else will have much impact on anything at all.
Drilling
Good.
and drilling.
So how does it end? We know that bad guy I mentioned earlier? Yeah. Or do you have this thing where other than know his way? What do you mean? Okay.
Quit pissing around.
I
Move.
thought something happened in
Closed door here.
involving the Winter
Watching
Soldier.
here. They're down.
I got you.
Lesson to
So he
follow.
bombs the United Nations.
I've added a variable.
Wouldn't being framed to send him deeper into hiding? You'd think so, but it works almost immediately. Oh, wow. Yeah, so then Zemo kills a psychiatrist that's
Pull up
supposed to
here.
interview Bucky and takes his place.
Welcome to the shop.
Anyone familiar
I've got
with the
just the thing
psychiatrist
for
they
you.
hired, or at the very least, I didn't think so, but luckily for Zemo, apparently nobody does. Okay, one thing was, and luckily for him, it involves the Winter Soldier and Tony's parents. That's convenient, very. And then luckily for him, Captain America decides to go against everybody. Somehow he and Bucky manage to escape together. Then luckily for Zemo, everybody follows him to Siberia. And there's an actual videotape of Bucky killing Tony's parents in 1991 because luckily for him, there was a security camera in that exact spot.
Rings in our neighborhood and one close to the Only one more squad between us and our pride.
Actually responsible. He immediately loses his mind and tries to kill both Bucky and Cap. Wow, that's all super lucky. So then there's a fight, but at the last minute, Cap doesn't kill Tony. You're damn right he doesn't. So then they're like, well, we're not friends anymore, but also we're still friends and call me anytime.
I hate to
love
say
it.
but
You think
looting
it's gonna
time's
do well?
over.
Well, I'm looking at this as kind of a test. What do you mean? I have this theory that stuffing more and more characters
No one hides from my drill.
more money in the box office.
I suggest we do some research in this area.
First door here.
Crazy. Fingers crossed.
Last ring's closing.
My vision is clear.
Hey guys, Ryan here. Hope you enjoyed that pitch meeting. Let me know in the comment section what other movies you'd like to see videos for. We also have a lot more of these on the channel, so check those out.
Take it deep.
Also, check out screenrant.com for all the latest movies.
My vision is clear.
So
Gas
what's the
trap
movie
deployed.
about? Well, it takes place a couple of months after Civil War. Okay, so Tony Stark has just made a big deal about superheroes having to be responsible. Exactly. So he's a weaponized spider suit with a high school student and then doesn't take his calls. Oh, very cool. Yeah, and it's equipped with a ton of crazy stuff. There's a bunch of warp modes and recon drones, lighter wings, meth grenades, even an instant kill mode that kind of turns on by itself. And Tony just leaves that in the hands of a teenager. Well, we left the software block on the crazy stuff.
My vision is clear. Gas trap deployed.
Yeah, you'd think that would be a no-brainer for anyone, right? Back if possible?
Oh.
Actually, we can't do that. How come? Well, he's transformed into Vision now. Oh, that's right.
We've got our apex
Called
champion.
the Vulture? The Vulture. So kind of like he's like a bird man. A bird man. Okay. I can work with that. That'll help. Awesome. So what's his deal? Well, he was hired to clean up alien debris after the invasion in the first Avengers movie. Interesting, tying it together. Yeah, but then he was fired, so he became a supervillain to support his family. Just a 180 like that. Yeah, pretty much immediately. So he and his crew start stealing alien debris and use them to make super weapons. Oh, you'd think the government would be keeping really close watch on that stuff. You'd think so, but we jump forward 8 years in time and Vulture's doing great, no problems at all. Wow. Yeah, and it's like they're not even being that secretive about it, you know? No, they're just selling to like run-of-the-mill criminals for robberies and stuff. Just anyone. It seems that way. Plus one of the guys likes to demo them in open spaces. At another point, they're literally on the news. And nobody's looking too deeply into this. Not really, no, but Spider-Man decides to. Oh, he does he? Yeah, and it's gonna lead to some pretty crazy action. Like, we're really stepping things up from the older Spider-Man movies. I'm listening. So you know in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, there's Peter's love interest falling from high up inside a tower? Yeah. Well, in this movie, we're gonna have Peter's love interest falling from high up inside a tower, except now that tower is the Washington Monument. What's wrong? I think that's a mistake. It is? Yeah, I do. I think the Washington Monument is technically an obelisk, not a tower. Oh, but you like the idea. Oh yeah, no, I love the idea. Love interest falling from high up, that's amazing. Great, and we're also gonna do the Jesus thing from Spider-Man 2. Jesus thing? You know when Tobey Maguire is trying to stop a train with some webs and it looks like he's gonna poop? Oh yeah. Yeah, so basically that, but with a ferry that gets cut in half. How does he manage to get the ferry back together? Well, I couldn't think of a way for the suit to take care of it, so Iron Man swoops in and saves the day. Gotcha, that's a good system, right? It made this so easy to write. So what's the climax of the movie? Oh, so Happy Hogan is having a bunch bunch of super dangerous and valuable stuff shipped for Tony. He does that even though there's this big bad guy flying around stealing dangerous and valuable stuff? Yes, he does. So I guess he's gonna have some pretty crazy security on that shipment. No, he puts it on a plane and sets the plane to autopilot. That's it? Oh, it's invisible. Does that help? No. How did the Vulture and his team learn so much about the plans to ship this stuff? Oh, we're not gonna explain that. Oh, that's a gutsy move, because some people might consider that lazy writing, but I know you're just trying to keep some mystery. I like it. Yes, because of the mystery, that's why I did that. And how does the movie end? Well, Tony had taken Peter's suit away because he went after the Vulture, which was reckless. Right. And at the end, he offers him a new suit because he went after the Vulture, which was brave. Okay, so Spider-Man ends the movie with an even better suit. Actually, no, that's a pretty big moment. Go on. Tony offers him this amazing Iron Spider suit, but he's like, no thanks. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a huge character moment. I like that, right? It sends the message of like, I don't need Iron Man. Exactly, by not taking the suit, it's like, I am my own person. Yeah, and I think the decision to not get in the suit is really gonna define the character moving forward. I love it. Hello, Ryan here. Thank you so much for watching that pitch meeting. Let me know in the comments section what other movies and shows you'd like to see pitch meetings for. And keep an eye on our community tab on YouTube because we've been having votes on there, which is how this video came to be. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. So you have a Doctor Strange script for me? Yes, sir, I do. Great, I'm really excited about this one. I actually already have some actors interested. Oh yeah, who? Benedict Cumberbatch, Chiwetel Ejiofor, and Mads Mikkelsen? Are those the names of people? Yeah, it sounds like you punched a keyboard. No, they're people, if you say so. So what happens in the movie? Well, we're gonna meet Doctor Strange, and he's like a super rich surgeon that walks around like, boy, it sure is good to have hands that work. And what's his character like? He's like a Tony Stark type, but without the charm or the humor. So just an unlikable jerk then. Very much so. Does he have any redeeming qualities? Yeah, Gotcha. So anyway, he's gonna crash his fancy car because he was checking his phone, and that's gonna lead to the whole plot of the movie. Wow, that's a pretty powerful message for kids and teens. Yeah, that's true. You can use your phone while driving, but if you do, you'll get to become a superhero. Oh no, that's not really what you'll get to join the Avengers.
Okay, ഞാനിപ്പോ വരാം BRB.
I'm not really going for that message though. Just be mean to everyone and drive recklessly. You'll learn magic. Okay, so anyway, the accident is gonna mess up his hands, so he's gonna become even more difficult. So then this guy tells him that he will help him heal himself. So Doctor Strange is like, awesome, that does sound awesome. So Doctor Strange goes to see these people, and they're like, we can help you heal yourself. And he's like, you guys are some goddamn liars up in here. Kinda did a 180 on that one. Yeah, and this dude Mordo was like, forget everything you know. And then Doctor Strange forgets how to breathe and he dies. No, that doesn't happen. Okay, so he doesn't forget everything. No, he remembers how to breathe. Say that then. Okay, so anyway, then this character called the Ancient One punches a ghost out of his chest and then sends him into an iTunes visualizer. So then he believes in all the stuff. Wow. And then characters are gonna explain magic to him for about an hour. And is there a bad guy in this movie? Yeah, there's this evil sorcerer named Caecilius. Oh, an evil sorcerer like Voldemort. No, he's nothing like Voldemort. Oh, no, he's just a super powerful magical antagonist with a weird name that went to the same school of witchcraft and wizardry as the protagonist and has an intense obsession with immortality. That sounds like Voldemort. No, this guy has a nose. Oh, he has a nose. Okay, that doesn't sound like Voldemort at all. Voldemort doesn't have a nose. There you go. So what's this guy's plan? Well, he wants to open the dark dimension and let in this evil being named Dormammu. Okay, so he steals some pages from this magic book that let him do that. Why doesn't he just take the whole book? Well, he just needs those pages. Right, but doesn't stealing those specific pages let the good guys know exactly what his plan is? It does. Also, the rest of the book to learn exactly how to save the day. So he really should have taken the whole book. Yeah, or like made photocopies of the pages he needed. That's pretty dumb. He's not the brightest. So there gonna be some cool fight scenes? Oh yeah, mind-blowing fight scenes. It's gonna be like some raccoons in bathrobes are chasing Doctor Strange through a kaleidoscope. Very cool, but I mean this guy is super powerful. It's gonna be hard for Doctor Strange to fight him. No, super easy, barely an inconvenience. How so? Well, as he's fighting him, he suddenly gets some help from a cape. Oh, capes are tight. Yeah, this is a cool cape with a feisty so is this gonna help him fight throughout the rest of the movie? Well, it's gonna help him in that scene, and then we're mostly gonna forget about it, and he'll just kind of wear it. Fair enough. Also, Doctor Strange is gonna get stabbed. Uh-oh, is it bad? It's bad enough that he's gonna die on an operating table. Oh my god. Yeah, then he's gonna get zapped with a defibrillator that's gonna 100% cure him. Must be a pretty good defibrillator. Yeah, I mean, it completely fixes the fatal stab wounds, so you'd say it's pretty good. So, well, Doctor Strange is gonna go see Dormammu and be like, Dormammu, I've come to bargain. Okay, and then he's gonna be like, Dormammu, I've come to bargain. Right, and then he's gonna be like, Dormammu, I've come to bargain. Then what does he say? Dormammu, I've come to bargain. And then, well, I know the script by heart. Right, of course. But essentially, he traps Dormammu in a time loop until Dormammu decides to solve the problems in the MCU. No, he can't. Why not? Because of big consequences. Oh, that sounds bad. Yeah, it is. Maybe. So about this Ancient One, yeah? What's that character like in the comics, just so I know for casting? The Ancient One is like this wise, bold, okay, I know just who to get. Oh yeah? Yeah, Tilda Swinton. She'd be perfect. That's not at all what I described. Yeah, well, I don't think anyone's gonna mind. Hey guys, Ryan here. Hope you enjoyed that pitch. If this is the first one you see, there are a lot more on the channel, so check those out. And let me know in the comment section what other movies I should make pitches for. You can like, you can subscribe, you can share it with your friends. Thanks for watching. Check back soon for a new pitch. So you have a new script for me? Yes, sir, I do.
The horn sounds. The battle for the
Oh, no. Guardians is about a space heroes, or how we put everyone in Captain America Civil War. It's just how we sell things now. Well, what about Doctor Strange? Yeah, see, that didn't even make it into our top 10 highest grossing movies. Oh. Yeah, we kind of thought it would sell itself because of the star power of Benedict Cumberbatch. Right.
Hey
well,
there.
I'd still like to give it a try.
Hello, my dear.
great waste of our forces.
Have a blast!
Showed them there at the end of the war. Getting into civil Black Panther, he has to drink this thing.
First blood.
Yeah, they don't mess around.
Sorry.
You think it's the world they figured out bloodlines and death fights? Well, it's tradition, so what are you gonna do? Try not to die? Yes? Yeah. But other than death fights, Wakanda's a pretty cool place. Oh yeah? Yeah, they have Did you say war? Yeah, back in the day.
I always do the heavy lifting.
Okay. And we see him and this guy Killmonger.
Mighty
It's an artifact from the museum that nobody knew was actually made by
defiance.
Okay. And so Congress agreed to sell this vibranium to an American. For you, you promise this is gonna happen. These are you.
Be right back.
Killmonger shows up. Oh, Killmonger's back. Yeah, just thought he had a whole plan going on this whole time. Oh, what's he planning? His plan is to kill Bart. T'Challa, and I imagine it's gonna be
I
hard.
guess
An ally has been
always
slain. An enemy has been slain.
I guess T'Challa by explaining what happened. I think so. Like, Captain Claw, but
low.
Whatever else you can do, just click all the buttons. Also, let me know in the comment section what other movies I should do pitches for.
I got you next time.
Saturday for a new pitch. Apocalypse on Asgard. Oh. It says dark and we're looking for kind of a oh no, this is a straight up comic. Yeah, literally any moment could potentially be a little dramatic. Not really, no. Perfect. We have a comedy director on this. Who's that?
Too bad, buddy. Enemy has been slain.
Ah!
You have been slain.
Always wins.
To address a big plot thread from the last Thor movie, Loki. Yeah, he's impersonating his father and ruling Asgard. I
What a
imagine it's gonna be pretty hard for Thor
delight.
to deal with. Actually, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Oh, what happened? Well, Thor gets back to Asgard and he figures it out. It's like the first thing he does. Taken care of, just like that.
The party don't stop.
I always do the heavy lifting. An ally has been slain.
Minions have reached your
An enemy has been slain.
Like in the middle of the scene.
Cling tenaciously. I always do the heavy lifting.
Wait, Bruce Banner is in this? I can tell you, the Hulk is like a big part of this movie. Interesting. Yeah, but instead of being a scary monster, now he's like a moody baby. A moody baby. I love it. Yeah, he talks like one and everything. Hey, that's what the people ask for. Is it? I have no idea. Maybe. Anyway, Thor's up on the
An enemy has been slain. Need a powder coat refill. Double kill.
come up with a lot of this stuff and just
What a
kinda end every scene before
delight.
getting zapped unconscious.
Too
Oh, it is
bad,
fun. I love it.
buddy.
Yeah, and it should be fun too, because you know how most movies have like one
You may not have any powder. I always do the heavy lifting.
We are all in.
Hey guys, Ryan.
Sprinkled just right.
If you did, let me know what other movies I should tackle in this format. If you're watching this on the Street Rant Facebook page, you can hit that link to jump over to YouTube and subscribe. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can hit that subscribe button for more videos. See you next time.
Hey guys, check out this interesting video by our friends from Netflix. They're talking about the comparison.
An enemy has been slain.
Yeah.
Need a powdered toast refill.
I guess
What a load! I got you next time.
For like 30 years, and her and Scott have
I always do the heavy lifting. An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Sonny Birch. Oh, what's his deal? Well, he wants to steal Hank's Silverdrag-N so he can sell it to a buyer for $1 billion. Oh, a mysterious billionaire that
forged in
wants
the
to buy big
fires
technology.
of
That's a great
Muspelheim.
setup. Yeah, pretty cool, right? So what's the buyer ends up
Cling tenaciously to my side.
right? Feels like that raises a lot of questions about why we
Too bad, buddy. For the last, what a delight! I always do the heavy lifting.
over and over again, and once in a while they're going to stop to shout exposition at each other. Very cool. And at the end, the quantum comes in, and so what's the
Enemy has been slain. quantum realm that she evolved, that she has powers now. What kind of powers? How do you fix this one problem?
I may.
So then everything kind of works out for everyone, and everyone's happy. Well, you know, after Infinity War, it's actually going to be nice to have a feel-good Marvel movie. Scott's going to get caught up in quantum.
I always do the heavy lifting.
Messed up, and that's Thanos. That's the way the events
Check out my armored crust. Don't worry, I will save the day. What a delight! An ally has been slain. You have been slain. That was flawless.
Avengers Infinity War script
What a
for me? Yes, sir, I do.
delight.
This one's all about a guy named Thanos who's trying to gather Infinity Stones. Oh, what's he like? Well, let's just say if Bruce Willis was a Pokemon, this is probably what he'd evolve into.
An enemy has been
Yeah,
slain.
this game's gonna get real dark. Sounds like stuff is getting serious. Michael Ben and Jerry's? Yeah, for sure.
I always do the heavy lifting. delight! What a delight! I always do my heavy lifting. What a load!
Retreat! Retreat!
An ally has been slain!
You are my little lucky charm.
Oh, so sorry.
My sincerest apologies.
Retreat!
Hey!
That was anticlimactic, but whatever.
Bonus round. Get ready to
She goes into
fight.
hiding. No, she goes directly to it. What? I mean, she tells Star-Lord to kill her with Thanos. But still, that seems pretty irresponsible. Oh yeah, very much so. Huh. And Thanos has the reality stone, so he easily grabs the
Enemy has been slain! Don't just right! Too bad, buddy! That was flawless! I always do the heavy lifting! Triple kill! What a delight! Quadra kill! 30 seconds
About to get
Hit-to-kill! Check out my armored crush!
seconds remaining.
Very smart. Yeah, so anytime someone online tries to criticize the movie, somebody else will chime in like, well, it probably had to happen that way because that's the only way Doctor Strange saw them winning. Exactly. Shut the hell up, everyone. There you go. So what else happens in the movie? Well, some of the characters blast a hole in the ship and Ebony Maw goes flying out into space, so then he flies back like Mary Poppins. No, I thought of it, and then I was like, this isn't Star Wars. Bummer. Sorry. So what do they do about the hole in the spaceship? Well, Iron Man closes it up because he has this cool new ring where his suit is like basically magic. Oh, it is. He fixes up holes in spaceships, warps into whatever he needs in any given situation, and he closes up massive stab wounds. How is that possible? Nanotechnology. Yeah, but what does that mean exactly? Nanotechnology. But how exactly? Nanotechnology. I don't know. Okay, nanotechnology. Sounds good. Yeah. So what do some of the other characters do in the movie? Like, what's up with Captain America? Oh, he has a beard now. That's it? Pretty much. What about Black Panther? He goes, "Ya Bombay." Black Widow? She's gonna have this little moment where she's surprised to see that Bruce is back on Earth, even though he's the one who called them. Oh, well, that's sweet. She's also gonna be part of a lady fight where all the women team up to fight the female antagonist. That's progressive, right? Maybe. What about Winter Soldier? He has a new arm and he picks up a raccoon. Hawkeye? Not even in it. Ant-Man? Nah. I gotta say, it feels like a lot of characters are getting sidelined. Well, you asked me to shove 75 main characters into a single movie, you sick bastard. I did do that. I haven't slept since 2015 and I hate you so much. Hey, throw that Tyrion Lannister dude in there. I like him. Please stop. Please stop. Alright, so you're gonna have everybody fight a big generic army of bad guys? Well, wouldn't be an Avengers movie without that. So what's this army gonna look like? Well, picture what it would look like if Venom took over Goro from Mortal Kombat. Okay, so yeah, like a million Venom Goros. Very cool, and how do the heroes end up stopping Thanos? Oh, they don't. What? Yeah, no, he's gonna get all the stones and erase half of all life in the universe. But it's gonna be hard to wrap up a movie if the bad guy wins. Actually, super easy. Barely in... Oh, you're disappearing. Okay, and you're gone. Okay, that doesn't feel satisfying at all. I mean, I know you're gonna come back because we have a bunch of other meetings planned. And there it is. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Hey guys, Ryan here. Hope you enjoyed that pitch meeting. If this is your first pitch meeting, there are a lot on the channel that you can binge through, like a lot. Also, let me know in the comments section what you thought of Avengers Infinity War and what other movies you'd like to see pitches for. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter, and check in soon for a new pitch. Thanks for watching. So, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. So I was thinking we could do like a reboot of Ghostbusters. I don't think that's a very good idea. Oh, you don't? Yeah, I mean, the original Ghostbusters is something special that people really care about, right? It feels like we should just come up with something original. Okay, but it would probably make a lot of money. Oh, it would? Okay, yeah, let's do it. Oh, that was easy. Yeah, you should have led with the money thing. There's nothing I wouldn't do for money. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I'd sell my own grandmother just to make a quick buck. I don't care. You'd sell your grandmother for $1? Oh, yeah, for sure. You interested? I mean, maybe. That sounds like a pretty good deal. Well then, sold. She's pretty senile too, so she says all kinds of funny stuff. Oh, that's gonna be entertaining. It sure will be. So tell me about this Ghostbusters reboot. Well, first off, I figure we could do like a gender swap thing and make them female Ghostbusters. Oh, okay, interesting. What was the motivation for that? It's sexist of you to even ask that. Ah, damn it. Yeah, you're on a list now. That's fair. Yeah, so the Ghostbusters are gonna be these 4 women, Aaron, Abby, Patty, and Holtzman. Which one is the funny one? Aaron, Abby, Patty, and Holtzman. Oh, really? Yeah, they're all gonna be super smart, but sometimes they're gonna turn super dumb when the actresses think of funny lines to say. Isn't it your job to think of the funny lines, though? No, I'm pretty sure it's typically the actors that come up with lines. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, so I thought we could start by putting them in a bunch of slightly interconnected scenarios and just have them improvise a bunch of lines. Okay. And then we'll have about 5 hours of wacky improvised lines that we could kind of whittle down into some kind of Frankenstein monster of a movie. And that's how comedies are made? Listen, I'm no expert, but I think that's how it's done. Wait, you're not an expert? Oh God, no, are you? No, I'm not. Should we get one of those? That's probably fine. Well, okay then, so tell me about the slightly interconnected scenarios. Sure, well the movie's gonna start off in a mansion and we're gonna get a huge backstory for this ghost that lives there. Oh yeah? Yeah, we're gonna have a mansion tour guide explain that she killed a bunch of people. It's gonna take up quite a bit of time. So her backstory is gonna be pretty important to the movie moving forward? No. Well, okay then. We're also gonna have the ghost attack the tour guide in the opening scene. Oh, what does she do? Apparently nothing, because he's totally fine a couple of scenes later. So that whole thing was mostly pointless? Mostly, yeah. Huh. Anyway, so the main characters are gonna go to the mansion later and get the ghost on video. Oh, interesting. Yeah, but then apparently they only upload Erin's reaction to YouTube, so she loses her job at the university. Should have probably uploaded the whole thing. Probably, and then Abby and Holtzman get fired from their jobs too, so they all decide to form a ghost squad together. With what money? Unclear, and then they hire a secretary guy, Kevin. With what money? Unclear, and then they hire this other lady, Patty. With what money? Unclear. I just don't get how this business model works. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense, but Kevin's gonna be really dumb, so I hope people just focus on that. Oh, how dumb are we talking? Like, very dumb. A very dumb character sounds like something a comedy.
Friendly drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing its location.
Oh, well, Abby's gonna have this thing where she keeps yelling at a delivery guy because her soup doesn't have enough wontons. Oh, having a main character be mean to somebody in the service industry does make them very likable. It sure does, and then Holtzman is gonna be weird. That's hilarious, because that's not normal.
10 seconds to go.
Are they gonna go up against a bad guy? Yeah, this dude Rowan wants to unleash ghosts in New York
5
City.
seconds before
That does
insertion.
sound like a bad guy. Yeah, and the Ghostbusters are gonna corner him at a certain point, so he's gonna, commit suicide in front of them. Oh my God, that's so dark. No, it's gonna be really funny. The Ghostbusters are gonna crack a bunch of jokes. They're not at all traumatized by seeing someone die in front of them. Not at all. It happens at another point of the movie too. Oh really? Yeah, I thought we could get Bill Murray to come play this paranormal debunker guy who gets shot out a window by a ghost. Oh my Lord, and there aren't any consequences? No, the Ghostbusters are gonna talk to a cop about Patrick Swayze, and then we're never gonna talk about the situation again. Wow. Yeah, and then we could have random cameos from the other original Ghostbusters. Doesn't really matter how. Yeah, just shove them in there. I don't care. So what are people's character arcs? Oh, I don't have any of that. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that sounds boring. Let's stick with the improv, okay? Is it gonna be hard to wrap up a movie if nobody has character arcs? Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, in the third act, we could just do what all blockbusters do these days. Big CGI fight in a sky beam. Big CGI fight in a sky beam. Oh, big CGI fights and sky beams are tight.
The diffuser is no longer in your possession.
Rowan is a ghost now, and he's like the most powerful being ever. How come? I don't know. Fair enough. So then he takes control of Kevin and freezes a whole crowd of people. Freeze people? Yeah, pretty cool, right? Well, that's game over, right? Can't he just freeze the Ghostbusters? Yeah, but he's not gonna do that, though. Oh, do they have something to block that or something? No, he's just not gonna do it, because they're the main characters. Oh, and then he's gonna take the form of
The
a giant
diffuser has been secured.
Ghostbusters ghost, and they're all gonna shoot him in the testicles. What? Yeah, pretty cool, right? He can take the form of anything, and he takes the form of a giant ghost with sensitive testicles. That's what we're going with. Well, okay then. And so, yeah, what do you think? Well, I think we've made a ton of fantastic decisions here today. Oh, yeah, but there is one more thing we can do to really make this movie perfect. Oh, yeah,
Spill
what's
it.
that?
hide from me,
You must recover the diffuser.
Hope you enjoyed that pitch.
Down to one friendly.
The channel that you can check out. You can also let me know in the comment section what other movies you'd like to see these pitches for.
The
Don't forget to
diffuser has
like
been
and
recovered.
comment and share and subscribe. And as always, check back soon for a new one. Bye-bye. You said you had a movie you wanted to pitch to me? Yeah, you're gonna like this one. So what's something that's a part of every young person's life these days? I don't know. Oh.
Op 4 eliminated all friendlies.
But also, they use emojis. Oh. You see where I'm going with this? No. Emoji movie. Oh, that's good, because they're super popular. Very popular. So what's the story? The what? The story. Like, what's the movie about? Oh, yeah. No, I've got a bit of that in here. Great. Yeah, so the meh emoji doesn't want to be a meh emoji anymore. Honestly, it doesn't matter so much. No? No, honestly, I think people are going to be so pumped about seeing emojis, they're not going to care about story or character development or substance or anything like that. That's a good point. Yeah, so basically we just have all the emojis living in a city called Textopolis. That is clever, right? Because it's like you took the word metropolis and I changed the beginning to text. Well, if the other jokes in the movie are as funny as that, I think we're in business. They are. They're all at that exact same level of humor. You have other examples? Yeah, there's a moment where there's monkey emojis with briefcases and they're like, we have business to attend to. Right. And the meh emoji's like, what kind of business? Uh-huh. And so
Friendly drone deployed.
Says,
Op 4 is reinforcing its location.
monkey business. Oh my god, that is gold. Because they're monkeys. They are. I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but this is incredible. This is great. And can we include some like cool young people talk in the movie? I mean, I don't really know how young people talk these days. Oh, I do, and there's a ton of that in here, like slay.
Insertion in 10 seconds.
Hashtag blessed. Good, that sounds like we're in touch with the youth. Word. And what are some
5
of the other
seconds to
characters? Well,
insertion.
Med's parents have their own little storyline. He has parents. Yeah, they're also Meds. So if emojis can have children, that
You
means
must
that
recover
they
the
can.
diffuser.
Is that emojis have intercourse and reproduce. Yeah. Fascinating. Yeah, it really makes you picture it, doesn't it? Yeah, it really does. Reloading! There is a poop emoji. So like an animated piece of feces. Yeah, I think it'd be fun for the movie to have a character that's an action. And what's his role in the movie? He's gonna make 4 or 5 poop-related puns. Oh, pretty important. And then also Med becomes friends with the high five emoji. And what's he like? Well, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of a high five? He's right, of course. Eats so much candy he vomits several times, just like a high five would. And actually, that gives me an idea. What's that? Maybe I can strike a deal with the creators of Candy Crush and have the characters go in their app. That's gonna bring in that. You think people will be bothered by the product placement? No, people love product placement. Oh, well, that's great, because I have literally nothing planned for the second act of the film. Oh, product
You're
placement,
exposed.
product placement. Yeah, I can get a lot. Perfect. So let's talk about casting for the main character. Sure. Did you have anyone in mind for Ned? Well,
The diffuser has been recovered.
a dream actor that I like. Who's that? There's a little... Oh, shoot. DJ Miller? Oh, it must be impossible, right? Actually, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Check this out.
Hello, you've reached TJ Miller's agent. They say the title of your film after the beep, and I can 100% guarantee that Mr. Miller will star in it, no questions asked.
The emoji movie. Done. Wow. And this is really going to blow your mind. What? I think we might be able to get Sir Patrick Stewart in this. What? How? Well, it's a kid's movie. He's a sweet old man. Such a sweet man.
You have dropped the
just
diffuser.
explain to him that this is what the
One
kids
friendly
are
operator
doing
remaining.
out of the kindness of his heart. He would do it for the kids. I honestly think he would if he thought it could bring them some joy. What a great man. Truly a saint. What emoji should he play? I don't know. Maybe the piece of shit.
Op 4 eliminated all friendlies.
Hey guys, Ryan here. Hope you enjoyed that pitch meeting. Let me know in the comments section what other movies you want to see pitch meetings for. And keep an eye on the community tab because we're going to have some polls in there where you can vote on what we do next. And if you're new to Screen Rant, you can subscribe to us on YouTube and ring that little bell thingy, and that'll keep you up to date with all our stuff. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. You said you had a new Star Wars script to pitch me? Yes, sir, and I know you bought Lucasfilm for $4 billion, so there's a lot riding on this. Yeah, we really have to find a way to capture the essence of the original trilogy. I mean, I know that's gonna be tough. Actually, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Really? Yeah, well, I figure we can just redo some of the stuff from A New Hope. Redo stuff? Can we get away with that? Yeah, well, not like a lot of stuff. Maybe just have like a Force-sensitive lead character from a desert planet that dreams of a better life, some incredibly important information stored in a lovable droid.
Be ready to
a
engage,
powerful
Op
bad guy
4.
with a mask and a red light lightsaber and a bad temper, a cantina full of questionable characters and strange music, the main female character getting captured and brought into a giant starbase that can explode planets, followed by a rescue mission to get her out. Ships that get sent on trench runs to hit a weak point on the base and blow it up. The lightsaber death of the whole figure.
10 seconds to
Just
insertion.
a couple of things like that. Oh, people want fan service will be good. That's a good point. So tell me about the new character. This is gonna blow your mind. What are stormtroopers? But stormtroopers are evil. That's what's amazing about this. Finn realizes that killing innocent people is bad, and he doesn't want to do it. That's really good. That's gonna humanize stormtroopers. Exactly. They used to be these disposable things in Star Wars, and now it's like these are real people with real emotions and feelings. Right? Like stormtroopers didn't choose this life. Like they were put into this at birth. It really makes you see stormtroopers in a new light. So how does Finn escape? Oh, well, he kills a bunch of stormtroopers and gets away. Poe have like a little stormtrooper murder rampage? Poe? Oh yeah, Poe is this awesome resistance pilot. It's an opportunity for us to pull a Dumbledore if we want. Pull a Dumbledore? Yeah, that's when you wait a couple of years to reveal a character's sexual orientation. Oh. Yeah, there's kind of maybe a thing between him and Finn. We hint at it. Interesting. And then there's Raymond. Oh, who's he? No, she is the big star of this movie. And her name is Raymond? Raymond, yeah. You don't like it? No, I'm not crazy about it. Okay. I ran that by everybody in the office, but... And everybody loves Raymond? Everybody loves Raymond. Okay. Look, tell you what, I'll shorten it to Ray. Yeah, that's better, and maybe change the A to an E. Sure, thanks, that feels better. So anyway, Ray is the new hero of the franchise. I'm listening. When we meet her, she's like super resourceful and has all these skills, and she's gonna lose everything and have to go through big changes. No, she's just gonna kind of realize that she has other skills too. Oh, so instead of having a character arc, no, it's more of a character just upwards line. Very interesting, and what's her backstory? Oh, we're barely gonna talk about it so everybody can come up with theories. Smart. And then there's Kylo Ren. He's the son of Han Solo and Princess Leia, and he's evil. Really? What's his deal? Well, he wants to be just like his grandpa Vader, and he has these really intense temper tantrums. Oh, you know what?
Friendly operator remaining.
Yeah, that show that's all about women and real takes on their stories and their lives. Exactly. I'm thinking of the guy from that show.
All friendlies have been neutralized.
Adam Driver. You'd be perfect. I'm all for it. Now tell me about the story, what actually happens in the movie. Right, so everybody's trying to find Luke Skywalker because he's the only Jedi left. He's the last Jedi? Yeah, I like the sound of that. Remind me of that later. Yeah, sure, thanks. So anyway, there's an important part of this map that probably leads to him that's being kept inside this little droid called BB-8. What's he look like? Imagine if a salad bowl fell upside down on a soccer ball and for some reason you wanted to hug it. That's gonna sell a lot of toys. Oh, for sure. So BB-8 ends up alone on this planet called Jakku. Jakku? Basically Tatooine. Oh, yeah, and then there's kind of a string of coincidences, and that leads us to the end of the movie. Coincidences. Oh yeah, a lot. Like what? Well, BB-8 happens to stumble upon Rey, who happens to be Force sensitive, and Finn happens to have his little spiritual awakening when they capture BB-8's owner, Poe, so he helps him escape because he needs a pilot, and then they happen to get separated during a crash on Jakku, and then Finn happens to put on his jacket so BB-8 can happen to point him out, and then they escape in a ship that happens to be the Millennium Falcon, and Rey happens to be a world-class pilot, and then almost immediately they happen to get picked up by its owner, Han Solo, who also happens to be the father of the big bad guy and happens to bring them to see someone who happens to have Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, which happens to have a huge connection with Rey because she happens to have force powers, so when she gets captured by Kylo Ren, she happens to realize she has powers that help her escape, and then the Resistance blows up the big bad guy base because it happens to have a big weak spot that they happen to know about because Finn used to be a janitor there. And Rey doesn't kill Kylo Ren or vice versa. No, the ground happens to open up between them and they can't finish fighting. Doesn't that all feel a little too convenient? Yeah, but I think we could chalk it up to like the will of the Force or whatever. Okay. You don't think people will buy it? Well, maybe just to be safe, we can distract people with random cameos. That could work. Who would you get? Just off the top of my head, maybe... Hey guys, Ryan here. Hope you enjoyed that pitch meeting. That was the one you guys voted for on the community tab.
Be ready to engage off
and that was
board.
based on your suggestions in the comments. So what I'm trying to say is let me know in the comment section what pitch meetings we should do next. Thanks for watching.
Deploying welcome mat.
So what's the movie
Now you're
about?
feeding, now you
It's a
come.
couple of months after Civil War.
10 seconds remaining.
Start big superheroes having to be responsible.
5 seconds and counting.
If this movie only needs a weaponized spider suit with a high school training and then doesn't take his calls. Oh, very cool. Yeah, it's equipped with a ton of crazy stuff. There's a bunch of web modes, drones, lighter, waves, grenades, even an instant kill mode that kind of turns on by itself. You only just leave it in the hands of a teenager. Well, he left a software block on his Brazier stuff. Oh, so it's impossible for Peter to access those modes. Actually super easy, barely an inconvenience. Really? Yeah, well, Peter's friend Ed from high school hacks into the suit and just unblocks everything. Oh, hacking. They also take a tracker route so Tony and Happy can steal. Stark Technology's like the best in the world, isn't it? He's not? I mean, I guess technically he is, but we're gonna play him as really dumb.
I'm reloading!
Super sad questions. Oh, that's dumb. Yeah, you'd think that would be a no-brainer. Has access to a bunch of functionalities. Interesting. Yeah, and it was really fun to fight, because whenever I didn't know how to solve a problem, well, maybe the Stark suit has a mode to solve this. That's right. Yeah, and when that didn't work, I just have Iron Man swoop in and save the day. People like Iron Man. They do. Oh, that reminds me. The suit has a Jarvis interface, so we might be back if possible. Oh, actually, we can't do that. Well, he's transformed into... I can see if his wife is available. Jennifer Connelly, yeah, perfect. Great. I'd like to start casting it. It does. He's called the Vulture. The Vulture, so kind of like
One friendly operator
like
remaining.
and a bird. Okay. I can work with that. That'll help. Awesome. So what's his deal? Well, he was hired to clean up alien debris after the invasion in the first Avengers movie. Interesting, tying it together. Yeah, but then he was fired, so he became a superhero to support his family. Just a 180
Mission
like
failed.
that. Yeah,
All
pretty
friendlies
much
have been
immediately.
neutralized.
So he and his crew start stealing alien debris and use them to make super weapons. Oh, you'd think the government would be keeping really close watch on that stuff. You'd think so, but we jump forward 8 years in time and Vulture's doing great, no problems at all. Wow. Yeah, and it's like they're not even being that secretive about it. No? No, they're just selling to like run-of-the-mill criminals for robberies and stuff. Just anyone. It seems that way. Plus one of the guys likes to demo them in open spaces. At another point, they're literally on the news. And nobody's looking to... We could do that dark, gritty origin thing again, but this time with Superman. Do you think it matters that Superman is much more of a hopeful and colorful hero than the Dark Knight?
Be ready to engage Op 4.
Interesting worldview. All right, so what happens in the movie? Well, the planet Krypton is about to explode, so Superman's dead. The other Kryptonians gonna leave planet 2. So Jor-El tells this council that everyone on this planet is already dead. If they're gonna put a baby Superman on a spaceship, why can't they put other people on
10 seconds left.
Because, fair enough. Anyway, then the bad guy saw this and tried to take over.
Down to 5
Stop
seconds.
him. Oh, so what do they do with him? Well, they banish him from the planet. So they can launch a
Changing
baby
mag.
into space and they can launch bad guys into space, but they have to stay on a planet that's gonna explode. That's what we're going with. Well, okay then. Anyway, so Superman's gonna raised as
Heads up. Raise up, Blue Mountain.
His adopted father wants him to keep his identity a secret. Okay. So he finds a kid and he saves a bunch of kids from drowning. His dad's like,
Raise up,
maybe
Blue
you
Mountain.
shouldn't have done that. What? Yeah, he's like, you know, your secret is that important. You probably should have just slowed down and watched all your classmates drown. Wow, he must really care about that secret. So anyway, then he tells Clark about the time that he brought a bit of his spaceship stuff to a specialist and told him it wasn't from this Earth. Wait, so Clark has to keep it a secret, but he can bring some space junk to a guy? That's right. Wow, super unfair. And then we're gonna have this thing where Pa Kent dies in a tornado because he doesn't want Clark to help him. If a person saves someone from a tornado, that person is automatically an alien. Feels like there might be other conclusions people would come to before that. Pa Kent doesn't want to risk it, so he lets himself die. Huh. Anyway, so when Clark is confronted by the bar, and he restrains himself. Oh, that's great. It's important to show that he's the bigger man, and plus this way he won't draw attention to himself. Yeah, but then he's gonna impale the guy's truck on some massive logs. What? Yeah, then he leaves. That's much more suspicious and also makes him seem like a petty character. Yeah, but it's gonna look cool visually. Oh, it is. Okay, never mind the story and character and theme. So what else happens in the movie? Is Lois Lane in it? You bet. And she also has superpowers. What do you mean? She can survive in -40 weather with no problem at all. She can teleport across the city to show up where she needs to be, and she's somehow able to resist the pull of a massive gravity machine. Those are some pretty impressive powers. Yeah, so anyway, later in
Op
the movie,
4,
Superman
last
and
operator
Zod are gonna have
standing.
this massive fight in Metropolis. So Clark is gonna lure Zod away from the city. No, he's gonna punch him through some buildings. Okay, but then he's gonna lure him away from the city. No, he's gonna punch him through some buildings for 40 minutes. Die you don't even know. Feels like like it's gonna be difficult to keep the fight scene interesting for 40 minutes. Actually, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, we're gonna keep things spicy by throwing in some, you know, extremely generic dialogue. How just really talking. Well, Zod's gonna be like, there's only one way this thing ends, pal. Either I die or you do. Wow. And also Clark is gonna be like, you're a monster, Zod, and I'm gonna stop you. That's so incredibly generic, I love it. Also, Superman and Lois Lane are gonna kiss. Why? Well, he saved her from falling, and also they're like an iconic couple, right? Right, but did we build up a romance between them in the movie? Not really. And aren't they standing in the middle of a bunch of dead bodies and destroyed buildings? Yeah, it's gonna be super
15
romantic.
seconds.
You have a pretty weird concept of romance. Yeah, I had a weird childhood.
10
weird
seconds
childhoods
left.
are tight. Oh yeah, brother. So how does the movie end? Uses heat
5
vision
seconds
to
to
kill
go.
a family, so Superman has to stop him before he does. So he grabs him and flies away with him? No. He uses super speed to
The
get
time
him
limit has been
away?
reached.
No, sir, he doesn't. He steps in front of the blast and takes the hit himself. No, he breaks Zod's neck. What? Yeah, and then he screams because he's so upset that he had to do that. Feels like there were a lot of other options, though. Whoops, whoopsie. Anyway, so yeah, then the city's destroyed, and Superman killed someone. Wow, how are we gonna deal with the aftermath of that? We're not. We're gonna jump forward in time. Oh, we're not gonna deal with the consequences? No, that would be super difficult. Very much an inconvenience. Fair enough. Yeah, maybe in a future movie or something, I don't know. Well, okay then. So yeah, we're gonna jump forward in time and have Superman destroy a $12 million military drone and be like, stop following me, you jerks. Wow. And then he's gonna get hired at the Daily Planet despite having no experience. And people aren't gonna realize that he's Superman? No, because he has glasses. Oh, I figured since we were going the gritty route, we would do away with that whole glasses hide his identity thing. No, that stays. If you say so. So what do you think? Well, honestly, man, as long as this lays the groundwork for the DCEU, I'm happy, you know?
Friendly
I hear
drone
ya,
deployed.
Justice
Op
League
4 is
movie.
reinforcing
Oh
its
yeah, that's
location.
when we're really gonna cash in on these superheroes. So we're bringing Batman into the DCEU. That's right. And you know, I was thinking, everybody's already kind of seen Batman's origin story. Oh yeah, everybody's seen that like 1,000
Insertion in
times.
10 seconds.
Exactly. So I figure let's do it again. Oh yeah, but this time we'll do it
5 seconds before
super
insertion.
slowly. Ooh, slow motion? That is so cool. Yeah, you like slow mo? Oh yes, I do. In fact, let's use it in all the scenes. Every scene. Oh, really? Every scene? Yeah. I mean, the script is already kind of long. I feel like that might extend the runtime to over 3 hours. Well, we could just cut out some scenes at random then. At random? What if some important stuff gets cut? Even better. What do you mean? Well, if people want the movie to make more sense, they can pay for an Ultimate Edition. Oh, that's smart, right? Maybe even? No, it's smart. Okay, gotcha. So anyway, what happens in the movie? Well, first off, Batman is mad at Superman because when Superman was fighting Zod in Man of Steel, somebody close to him got killed. Was it Robin? No. Alfred? Nope. Lucius? Well, who was it?
You
It
must
was
recover
Jack.
the diffuser.
Who's Jack? He works at Wayne Enterprises as a financial advisor. Is he like from the comics or something? No, I made him up. Gotcha. Anyway, we're gonna have Lex Luthor orchestrate a plan to get Batman and Superman to fight each other. Oh, Lex Luthor is in this. Yeah, but this isn't your typical Lex Luthor. How so? Well, he's young, he has hair, he likes candy, and he makes really high-pitched Mickey Mouse noises like Oh, so he's like a toddler. No, he's like 30. Wow, so what's his plan? Oh, it's super simple. First, he has to find out the secret identities of Batman and Superman, then lure Lois Lane to Africa to interview a rebel general, and then sabotage it by outing a CIA operative named Jimmy so they can capture Lois and Superman shows up. Then he has to make sure all the rebels get murdered and that Superman gets blamed for the whole thing. Also, he has to make sure that someone
The
from that
diffuser has
action
been
will
recovered.
before Superman can testify. Then he's gonna force-feed candy to a guy and ask Congress for an import license because he wants to use kryptonite to make a weapon. Access to General Zod's body, and also he needs to steal Zod's fingerprints. Then, since Batman brands criminals for some reason, Luthor will hire other inmates to kill those criminals in jail because that'll make Superman want to investigate Batman instead of doing his actual job with
Drop the diffuser.
Then he has to send
The diffuser has been secured.
them to the same event and introduce them to each other in a very excited and suspicious way, even though there's no real reason to be introducing Bruce Wayne to low-level journalist Clark Kent. Then Lois has to blow up the Capitol building via a rigged wheelchair and a former Wayne employee, so people will be mad that Superman didn't stop the explosion.
One friendly
somehow.
operator
Lex
remaining.
assumes that this
Op
is
4
sending
last
Batman
stop
over the
standing.
edge, and luckily for him it does. Then Lex will access the Kryptonian spaceship's backup plan of combining his DNA with
Diffuser
Zod's
is
body
active.
to make a
Protected
giant
at all
monster with
costs.
alien science or whatever. He'll call that thing Doomsday, kidnap Lois Lane, kidnap Superman's mom, tell Superman to kill Batman or she dies. Then hope that Superman doesn't explain the situation to Batman and that they just fight each other. Oh. Okay, simple enough. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Cool. Yeah, so instead of explaining the situation right away to Batman, Superman will be like, Bruce, I gotta talk to you. Bruce, listen. Listen to me, Bruce. Bruce, this is important. Bruce, I'm gonna say something important. And so then they fight. Yes, they do. For a couple of minutes. Very cool. But then Batman finds out that Superman's mom has the same name as his mom. That makes them stop fighting? Yeah, because it makes Batman realize, oh, this guy has a mom. He can't be that bad. Every concern I had about this super powerful alien is gone. Interesting. And so they're gonna team up to fight the giant doomsday monster that Lex somehow knew how to make. How does that go? Well, they manage to kill it, but Superman dies in the process. Oh, well, I mean, he's not really dead, right? Of course not, obviously. But he will spend a long time pretending like he is, even though nobody's gonna buy that, Cool, so listen, we also have to kind of use this movie to set up the Justice League film. Is that gonna be hard to shoehorn in there?
5 seconds.
No, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Really? Yeah, actually way ahead of you on that one. Batman is gonna meet Wonder Woman at Lex's party. Oh, why is she there? Because. Gotcha, and they're gonna go on kind of a side quest to uncover the other heroes. No, but what they will do, and people are gonna love this, is send each other some emails. Why are people gonna do that? What is the big thing missing from the modern superhero movie? I feel like you're gonna say emails. Emails. People want to see superheroes email each other. All right, I mean, you seem really excited about emails. Oh, I am. Great, well, I hope people share your excitement. Yeah, so these emails are gonna have attachments of video files showing the other heroes. You know what, I guess that is pretty cool, right? Yeah, it's much more efficient than taking the time to set up these characters. Oh yeah, they're kicking themselves. What do you think of the movie overall? Doesn't matter. What do you mean? Look, we have Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
Top 4 last operator standing.
You can do anything you want, and everyone's gonna love it. Oh, really? Listen to me. Everyone. So you have a new comic book movie script for me? Yes, sir, I do.
Op
It's called
4
Suicide
eliminated.
Squad. Sounds dark. The guy who's like, hey, what if Superman had decided to rip the roof off of the Oval Office and fly away with the president? Who would have stopped him? Oh, that sounds like it's gonna be a tough question to answer. Nope, super easy. Barely an inconvenience, actually. Oh, really? Well, this woman, Amanda Waller, realizes the only way to stop that from happening is to form a team comprised of a crazy lady with a baseball bat, a dude who's good with guns, a guy who can shoot fire but doesn't wanna, an alcoholic Australian with a stick, a reptile, and also a witch who does weird things with her hips. What kind of things? Like if you tried to take your pants off without using your hands, it would probably look something
Friendly
like
drone
this.
deployed.
Wow, so
Op
this
4
is
is
like a
reinforcing
lot of
its
characters
location.
to introduce. Yeah, but I figured we could just freeze on them for a few seconds each and throw a bunch of text on the screen. And people are gonna have time to read all that. Well, I guess when people watch it at home, they can hit pause and read it. What about the people that paid to see it in theaters? Oh, well, they'll just have to deal with, not having character development. Fair enough. And so the
Insertion in
idea
10
is that
seconds.
these people would be able to stop Superman from stealing the president.
5
That's what
seconds.
we're going with. Okay, well, sounds like an interesting group of heroes. Oh no, they're all incarcerated criminals. What? Yeah, Amanda Waller has to force them all to join the team by putting tiny bombs in their necks. Why would she want a team of bad guys? Are all the heroes dead or something? No, actually, Batman and the Flash have cameos. Oh, so they like show up and help the Suicide Squad once they turn good? No, they're the ones who put the Suicide Squad in jail. Okay, I'm a little confused. Well, part of the concept is that the government will use them for covert missions, and if something goes wrong, they just blame everything on the Suicide Squad. Oh, okay, I got you. So what do they go up against in the movie? Well, the witch Enchantress goes rogue, and so she makes a giant doomsday sky beam, and she also has an army of zombies with blackberries for heads. And Enchantress is part of the Suicide Squad. That's right. So it really is the fault of the bad guys. They don't even have to pretend. Well, technically, the witch isn't the bad guy. She's by a scream. So if she manages to stop the magic archaeologist, she's going to destroy the world. Right. And so if that happens, the government will be like, well, don't look at us. This was all the work of a lady with a baseball bat and a guy with a gun, a reptile, and a fire guy, and an Australian alcoholic. Right, with the stick. Okay, any other characters I should know about? Well, there's the Joker. The Joker is in this. Yeah, your typical Joker.
User is no longer in your possession. Top 4 last stop standing.
The
The diffuser is now secured.
He's also very damaged. How are we gonna get that across? We're gonna tattoo the word damaged on his forehead.
Op 4
That'll do it.
eliminated.
Yeah, he actually
Friendly
has a lot of
mission
clever
successful.
tattoos like that. What are some of the other ones? Well, he's got like a laughing mouth on his hand. Oh, because he's the Joker. Right, and he also has a Joker skull on his chest. Okay, yeah, because he's the Joker. Yeah, and he has the word Joker written on his stomach. That makes a lot of sense because he's the Joker. Yeah, and on his chest and arms he also has like ha 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 ha, ha ha ha, ha 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 ha, ha 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 ha. Yeah, because he's the Joker. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I hadn't thought of that, but that also works that way. Very cool. So what's his role in the movie? Oh, he's like barely gonna be in it. Oh, yeah, he's just gonna kind of show up once in a while like, hey everyone, look how crazy I am. Whoa, okay, interesting. And then during the big mission, he's gonna help Harley Quinn escape in a helicopter. Oh, well that's important. Yeah, but it's not gonna work and the chopper's gonna crash and explode almost immediately. Okay, so he really has no effect on the plot whatsoever. No, you could cut him out and the plot would be exactly the same. Well, I guess killing the Joker in a helicopter crash is gonna be a big surprise. Oh, he's not gonna die. Really, he's gonna survive a helicopter crash. Yeah, helicopter crashes in this movie aren't really a big deal. Oh, they're not lethal? No, not at all. It's actually kind of just how people get to the ground. Wow, so how does the movie end? Well, the squad have to kill Enchantress, but first they have to fight her brother, who's like, a thing. So Fire Guy is like, good news everyone, I'm secretly a big fire guy. That's a good twist. Yeah, so Big Fire Guy lures Witch Brother into a corner where an army guy is gonna blow them all up. Wow, but I guess an explosion wouldn't hurt the Big Fire Guy. Oh yeah, no, he dies. Oh really? So everyone in the squad is like, oh no, Fire Guy. Nobody cares about the army guy sacrificing himself too? Not even a little. That's cold. Yeah, so then they kill Enchantress, they go back to jail, and that's it. That's it? Yep. So what do you think? Well, the only part that feels a little weird to me is the fact that the Joker is in the movie, but he's not the main villain. Okay. So I just want to double check. You're absolutely sure that that's the right way to go about this? 100%. I will stand by that decision till the day I die. Well then, let's do it. Great. So you have a Wonder Woman script.
Be ready to eliminate hostiles.
I do. So we're gonna little girl up in Themyscira is an island full of badass warriors. They all have this big opportunity to protect mankind. Very cool. It's too bad I'm gonna have to give them all the accents. What? Well, Gal Gadot can't really do any other accents than her own, so we're gonna have to, make everyone talk a little silly.
10 seconds.
What are we talking here? Not gonna lie, it's gonna sound a little like Borat. Very nice, Diana.
5 seconds.
Diana's mom tells her all about this god named Ares that killed all the other gods who wanted to destroy each other, okay? And Zeus left the Amazons with the weapons, so they have to kill a god. And there's also going to be a lot of talk about how Diana can't know who she truly is. So yeah, damn it. Sorry, was that a twist? Yeah, it's like a big twist later. Is it that obvious? Oh yeah. Oh well, maybe it'll surprise some people. Nah, damn. But wait, if Diana's mom didn't want her to find out who she truly is, why does she even tell her about Ares and a god killer in the first place? Well, she tells her that this sword is the god killer. Okay, but instead of doing that, just not tell her about any of it at all. Well, because I have to have Diana learn this stuff. Couldn't she stumble upon some ancient text or something instead of having the one person who doesn't want her to look into this stuff be the one to tell her all about this stuff? Right, I guess that would make more sense, but I want to have these cool drawings show up on the screen while she's explaining it. Oh, that sounds cool. Let's keep it like that. Great. So anyway, Diana's mind play him. Maybe we could get one of those hot Chris's. Oh, which one? Chris Pratt. Hemsworth. Also Marvel. For 7. Chris Nolan. He's a director. Chris Plummer. That's an old guy. Christina Applegate. That's a woman. Miss. That's a holiday. Chris Christie. Politician.
One friendly remaining.
Dating website. Well, maybe that's Star Trek guy. Chris Maple. Wrong tree. Chris Santhemum. That's a flower. Chris Pine. That's the one. Oh yeah, I could get Chris Pine. We're actually good friends. Well, great. So anyway, this guy's being chased by some Germans. And Steve tells them about World War I. They don't know about World War I? Apparently not. Isn't it their sacred
All
duty to
friendlies
protect
were eliminated.
mankind? You'd think
Mission
they'd
failure.
every day with like weapons and world conflicts. You'd think so, but it seems like they were more focused on doing like backflips and stuff. Fair enough, backflips are tight. They're really good at backflips. Well, that's great. So Steve also tells them about these two bad guys, Ludendorff and Dr. Poison, who made some really deadly gas. What's their backstory? They're evil. Ooh, that's good. So Diana decides that Ares is causing World War I, and she wants to go with Steve to end it. I have to say, it's pretty cool to have a man land on an island where it's all women and not fall into the territory of like immature sex jokes. And before they leave, she's gonna see his penis. Okay, right, there it is.
Be
She's
ready
never
to
seen
engage
one
Op
before,
4.
So it's funny. Yeah, I got it. So Steve must be like losing his mind finding out that daughters are real. Really, he's kinda like, that's neat. Well, he's not wrong. They're gonna go to London together to tell Steve Steve's bosses about the gas. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's no time to wait. No, there's not. But we are gonna have fun where she tries to
Raise up your mouse.
Down to 10 seconds.
fun, or some of the dresses gonna be silly, some of them are gonna be silly. That is
5 seconds to insertion.
Spies are gonna try to kill Steve. Uh-oh. Yeah, but Steve and Diana are gonna knock them all unconscious except for one. What happens to him? Well, Wonder Woman tries to question him, but he kills himself with cyanide. Oh, well, there are other guys who are just unconscious. Yeah, I guess so. But she's not gonna do that. Oh, so then Diana and Steve present their information to the government people, and they're like, we have to do something, and the government people are like, meh. So they're gonna take matters into their own hands. Taking matters into your own hands is tight. Yeah, so Steve's gonna assemble a crack team of soldiers, and what's interesting about them is that none of them have character arcs. Oh, what do you mean? Well, for example, one of them's gonna have PTSD and not be able to fire a shot, and we're not gonna pay that off in the end by having him overcome it and take an important shot. Interesting choice. So then the place where soldiers haven't been able to gain a because there are a bunch of Germans with machine guns. Okay, so Wonder Woman steps out and they all start shooting at her. Wow. So Steve is like, she's taking all the fire, let's go. Won't the Germans just start shooting at other people too? They will not. They're very focused at pointing all their firepower at this half-naked woman. Oh, and do any of the bullets hit her? Not one. They all seem to shoot at her at shoulder level, so it's easy to block. What a weird strategy. And then her and Steve are gonna save a small town together. I gotta say, it's refreshing to have a man and a woman working together in this movie without all the romantic stuff you usually see. Get real silly. How so? Well, like they find out that Ludendorff is throwing a big party, right? Right. And Steve gets in by speaking English with a German, pretending like he lost his invitation. Oh, that is silly.
You've been exposed.
Well, translation convention where foreign characters speak to each other in English, just as kind of a way to subtitles. Yeah, I mean, that'd be okay, but we are going to have subtitles in other parts of the movie. Oh, yeah, and German soldiers are going to yell at each other in German, so it's a thing. So Steve is really just using the fact that the German high command speak English to each other as a way to move the plot forward. Right, and so then Wonder Woman is also going to sneak into the party after forcibly leaving
1 op 4 remaining.
And she's not even going to try to do an accent. Oh, did she get caught? No, she's going to slow dance with Ludendorff, and unprompted, he's going to start talking about Greek gods. Why would he do that? Yeah, it's super unnatural, but I want the audience to think he's Ares. Ah. So then Ludendorff is going to gas the small town from earlier, and Wonder Woman's going to get mad. Not very nice of him. And then she's going to kill him and be kind of devastated that the whole world is and everyone dies. Oh, that's actually
Friendly's
good.
victorious.
I realized
Hostiles
that not
eliminated.
all men are good, and everyone's to blame in the war. And then the real Ares is going to show up. Oh, it seemed like you had a really cool message going. Yeah, but then I didn't. Right. And so it turns out that this whole time Ares was this mustached government guy, Sir Patrick. Wow, well, what happens next? They're gonna have a huge fight and use crazy powers and throw stuff at each other and pew, 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 and lights and pew. But what are Diana's powers exactly? We're gonna keep it really vague, so anytime she does something, people will be like, oh, I guess she can do that. Smart. And then Steve Rogers is gonna sacrifice himself in an airplane. Did you say Steve Rogers? Nope, and so then Wonder Woman levels up thanks to the power of love. Wow. And Ares is gonna be like, I will destroy you. I mean, you're gonna come up with a better line than that, right? Uh-huh, yep. Will. And then what happens? Well, then she's gonna kill Ares and the whole war is gonna stop. So it really was all the fault of Ares. Doesn't that kind of trivialize the significance of World War I? Maybe. And how does it end? Diana's gonna fly away. It's gonna be really nice. Oh, she can fly now. Sure, why not? Very cool. So what do you think? Well, I feel like it's really significant that we're doing a female-led superhero film, you know? Yeah, we're making big strides. Exactly. It's about time that women get equal treatment.
Friendly drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing its location.
Okay, so tell me about this Justice League script. Okay, so there's this bad guy named Steppenwolf, right? What's his backstory? Barely matters, but he wants to destroy the world, so he has to get these boxes together. And that's gonna be hard for him to do? Oh no, super easy, barely an inconvenience.
10 seconds
Great.
before
What's he look
insertion.
like? Well, in the comics, he's got like a goatee and a helmet with horns.
Insertion in 5 seconds.
Something more like the back of Professor Quirrell's head in Harry Potter. You know when Voldemort's kind of just living on there? Does that sound good? Yeah, sounds perfect. So tell me more about these boxes. Well, they're called mother boxes. Mother boxes. Yeah, and Steppenwolf's gonna say mother kind of a lot, like more than you think he would. Okay, can we also have him say some like super generic bad guy sayings? Oh yeah, there's a ton of that in here. At one point he's like, this world will fall. So generic, I love it. At another point he's like, primitive beings. Perfect. Okay, now tell me about the Justice League itself. Right, so Batman figures out that something bad is going on, so he has to convince the other heroes to join his team. And that's gonna be hard for him to do? No, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Oh, yeah, well Wonder Woman's already on board. Yes, and then Cyborg, and Cyborg shows up like, hey, I'm Cyborg, what's going on? And Aquaman? Oh, Aquaman, that's where things get spicy here. I'm listening. Okay, so follow me on this. Aquaman is say no at first. Right. And so people watching would be like, wait, is Aquaman not gonna join the League? That is good. But then he's gonna change his mind almost immediately. Now, what are all the characters like? Like, is Batman still moody? No, Batman kind of cracks jokes now, and he really, really misses Superman. But weren't they friends for like Superman? That was enough. They were best friends. Fair enough. Then there's Wonder Woman. Okay, so her movie was really empowering for women, so we really have to emulate that again. Way ahead of you. So we're gonna have the Flash trip and fall onto her boobs. Great. There's gonna be a little moment where the Flash is lying on top of her, and it's gonna be really funny. Because that's how people do sex. That's how people do sex. Exactly. People are gonna
One
like
friendly
that.
operator
And then we have
remaining.
Aquaman talk about how hot she is, and then we have some of the Amazons fighting in bikinis. So sends the same message as Wonder Woman. Yeah, basically, I think so. And
Op 4
don't you
remaining.
think he's kind of lame in the comics? Oh yeah, no, he's a badass.
Hostage
in the
recovered.
movie. Check out this
Stay
line.
behind me.
Hostage secured. Initiate extraction.
My man. Oh, that doesn't sound lame. No, he's a badass now. He also drinks alcohol. That's so cool. Drinking alcohol is super
Hostage
cool.
extraction
Listen, this all
successful.
sounds great so far, but it feels like something's missing. Superman. I mean, yeah, but he's dead, right? Yeah, but they're gonna bring him back from the dead. Oh my god. It's gonna be really fun. He's gonna be really mad at Batman. But didn't you just say they were best friends at the end of the movie? Yeah, but he kinda needs to hate him because we want to have them fight. Wait, Superman and Batman fight against each other. I know it sounds pretty crazy, but I think we can try some new stuff in this movie. Okay, now even though this is kind of a big plot thing, we can still have Henry Cavill promote the movie, right? Oh, sure. That's not gonna like ruin the surprise, is it? No, I think people will still be surprised because in the movie you say he's dead, right?
Friendly drone
so people
deployed.
will be like,
Op
I guess
4
Henry
is
Cavill's
reinforcing
not
this
in this movie.
location.
So maybe he just did those interviews as like a fan, and then they bring him back to life, and people will be like, what? Perfect. And how does the movie end? Oh, they just kind of stop Steppenwolf. There's no consequences? No, they just kind of fight his parademon things, and then they stop him. I feel like there should be some consequences, or maybe just like a feeling
10
that the
seconds
stakes are
insertion.
high. I can add in a Russian family. That'll do it. Great. I
5
gotta say,
seconds
I think
before
we have a
insertion.
winner here. Me too. So, you have an Aquaman script for me? Yes, sir, I do. And as you know, Aquaman is cool now. Of course, he drank alcohol in Justice League and said, my man. Exactly. So just to quickly reestablish how metal guitar riffs. Would that actually work? Oh yeah, check this out. Oh, very cool. Right? Yeah, I suddenly feel like watching what you do for 2 hours. Okay, well I have a colonoscopy scheduled for right after this, but you'll free to tag along. I'll definitely do that. So what happens establish Aquaman's backstory by spending some time with his parents. And what's their deal? Aquaman's dad is this guy named Thomas, and he's a lighthouse keeper. Okay, and one day he notices something very peculiar wash up on shore. So he sleeps with it? I mean, yes, but I didn't tell you it was a living being that washed up on shore. How'd you know that he sleeps with it? It's just the natural order of things, you know? A man discovers something new, and immediately it's like, I gotta find a way to make love to this. Well, yeah, that is pretty much how it goes. So it turns out it was this lady from Atlantis named Anna that washed up. Wow. And she eats a pet goldfish. Instantly, he's like, oh, let's make a baby. Eating people's pets is super romantic. So we're going to jump forward in time. Filled with military pirates. Oh, seaman is tight. Is that what the pirates sound like? No, that's the word you should have used instead of is to downgrade that sentence from disgusting to just weird. Whoops. Whoopsie. So anyway, in the middle of the submarine takeover pirate mission, an older pirate gives his son a knife. Oh, he does? Yeah, and he tells him a story about his father, and they have a nice bonding moment. It's really nice. Seems like the kind of thing he would have done before or after the mission. Well, he's gonna do it right in the middle of it. Well, okay then. And then Aquaman's stop them, and they're gonna try to kill him. Amazing. And then the daddy pirate's gonna get pinned, and the submarine's gonna be filling up with water. Uh-oh. So then the son's like, Aquaman, you need to help him. He's gonna die. How could he possibly expect Aquaman to help after trying to murder him? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, but this way we have a motivation for the son to become Black Manta. Oh, Black Manta. People love that character from the comics. Yeah, he's like Aquaman's nemesis, so he's gonna be really badass, and there's gonna be a huge fight between him and Aquaman. Amazing. That's gonna be a great way to end the movie. Oh no, it's gonna happen like halfway through the movie, and then he's gonna be gone. on till the mid-credits. Oh, that's very disappointing. Maybe we should just save the character for the sequel, you know, really do it justice. No, fair enough. Anyway, the main bad guy is this dude named Orm. And what's his deal? Well, he's Aquaman's half-brother, and he wants to wage war on the land dwellers because we've been throwing trash in the ocean. Oh, so what does he do? Well, he does this really cool thing where he makes tsunamis and sends all the trash back on shore. Oh, that's pretty neat, right? Why didn't he do that in the first place? What do you mean? I mean, if sending trash back to shore was an option, why didn't they do that right away, you know? Prevent the oceans from being polluted at all. I don't think land dwellers would have been like, oh, I guess you can't dump trash in the ocean, it comes right back. Yeah, I guess that would have saved the lives of a whole bunch of sea creatures and prevented this whole thing. Probably. Anyway, Aquaman is gonna challenge him to a big fight. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, it's like this big event. There's a huge crowd of people watching and an octopus playing the drums. What? Yeah, they trained a giant octopus to play the drums. Pretty cool, right? If they could train an octopus to do stuff, why would they train it to be a musician? Listen, do you want to see a giant octopus play the drums or not? Of course I do. Well, then let's not think about this too much. Well, okay then. Anyway, so then Aquaman and this lady Mira need to find a trident so Aquaman could become king. Okay. So they're gonna go to the Sahara Desert and Sicily and Jurassic Park. Oh, surprise dinosaurs are the best kind. So the movie's basically gonna jump back and forth between crazy action scenes and the characters delivering a bunch of exposition to each other. It must be difficult to jump back and forth between exposition and action. Actually, super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, once enough information has been delivered in a scene,
I think Bravo is the best choice, right? You need to take the area. So I guess all the traps should...
transition. What other ways are we gonna use? Other explosions. That works? Yeah, over and over again. And then Aquaman is gonna find his mom that he thought was dead and then get his hands on the trident. Wow. And then we're gonna have a giant CGI battle with a bunch of sharks and lasers and sea creatures. That sounds crazy. Yeah, it's gonna be like watching Star Wars and Tron at the same time while sitting inside an aquarium that's way over capacity. Amazing. And then Aquaman is gonna fight Orm, but their mom is gonna pop out, so Orm is gonna be like, oh, you're alive, that's great, I overreacted. Why did you wait so long to pop out? So we can have a giant CGI battle scene. Gotcha. And so, yeah, what do you think? Well, it sounds like a lot of fun, and I think the right soundtrack could really make this a thrill ride, you know? Oh, yeah? Yeah, I want to get some special tracks made for this, really get a reaction out of people. What kind of reaction are we talking? I'm talking about the kind of music choices that make people puke in their mouths. What? So, you have a Shazam script for me? Yes, sir, I do. And with people's reaction to the overall gloom of the DCEU, I thought we
Friendly
could make this
drone
one a
deployed.
little
Op
funny.
4 is reinforcing its
Well,
location.
That sounds like a great idea. I'll get Joss Whedon on the phone right now. Wait, what? No, why? To give him a bunch of money to punch this thing up. He made the Avengers, so it's a good move. Oh, I don't like the sound of that at all. It sounds like the result's gonna be a disjointed turd of a move. We're having him do it for Justice League. Oh, you are? Okay, well, I'm sure that's gonna be great.
Insertion in 10
Take a
seconds.
pass on Joss. You want to give him a comedy yourself? Yeah, please. Oh, you're
5
crazy,
seconds.
man. That's why I like you. Well, okay then. So anyway, the movie's gonna follow this kid, Billy Batson, and he gets put in a foster home with a bunch of other kids. Okay. And he's not really into it, but this disabled boy Freddy is like, what's up? Let's be friends. I love
Enemy located.
No, but then one day at school, some bullies show up. Bullies are always entertaining in movies. What are they gonna do? Give a wet willy? No, they're gonna hit the disabled kid and kick him in the stomach a bunch of times. Oh my god. Yeah, classic bullies. What are you gonna do? Okay, those aren't bullies. Those are literal psychopaths. Oh, did I go too intense with that? Whoops. Anyway, Billy's gonna step in and hit them. I mean, anyone who witnessed something like that would step in. That's horrible. Actually, there's a big crowd of people watching. Oh, there is? Yeah, they don't do anything. Billy only steps in because the bullies make a joke about moms. Oh, being a passive onlooker is tight. So anyway, this wizard should somebody pure of heart to be his champion and give his powers to. So he's like, oh, maybe this Billy kid, because he didn't let some psychopaths publicly beat a handicapped student. Yep, apparently that's enough to be considered. Very low standards. Yeah, so the wizard is like, take my powers, okay? I gotta die real quick. Oh, what's the guy? Oh, because the bad guy Savannah messed him up and took away the 7 deadly sins demons that he was guarding and put them in his eyeball. Okay, I'll just take your word for it that makes sense. Great. Although, couldn't the wizard have done anything to stop the Savannah guy from doing that? Yeah, he probably could have shot a lightning bolt.
Secure the room. Protect the bio container.
So anyway, then Billy turns into a grown-up superhero.
Op 4 last operator
Yeah,
standing.
the wizard tells him, you know, you're gonna have the wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules. Super wise and smart as the hero. No, actually, he's much goofier as
Nicely
the
done.
hero than
Bio container secure.
So that wisdom thing was just nothing? Pretty much, yeah. Okay, he's just gonna be super goofy and love soda pop and candy and dancing and stuff as the hero. Yeah, and as the kid, he's gonna be much more dark and sad and moody. Shouldn't we try to keep both versions of Billy the same character-wise? It's gonna come off as two different humans. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna feel that way. Yeah, okay, you're not gonna fix it? Okay. So anyway, Billy teams up with Freddy to do a bunch of tests and figure out what his powers are. How do they do that? By conveniently stumbling upon random acts of violence. Oh yeah? Yeah, there happens to be a mugging in the park they're in, and there happens to be a robbery in the store they're in. Oh yeah.
Friendly
But
drone
yeah, they're just
deployed.
gonna have
Op
a
4
ton
is
of
reinforcing
fun.
its location.
Very cool. Yeah, like we'll let Billy do whatever dance and talk to the kids at the time of shooting, and Freddy's gonna shoot the whole thing and put it up on a YouTube channel. Well, this does sound very fun. I have to say, I'm really enjoying how lighthearted and kid-friendly this whole thing sounds like it's going. And then Savannah throws his brother out a skyscraper window to his
10
death,
seconds
and another
before
guy gets
insertion.
his head bit off by a demon. Oh my god. And his decapitated body gets
5
thrown out
seconds
the window
before
too,
insertion.
and from outside the office, you could just see people get massacred through the tinted windows, begging for their lives. Why are you doing this? Amidst the corpses, Savannah's followers save their lives, and the demons just tear them apart. That took such a turn. Yeah. It feels like tonally that was a massive shift. Is this a horror movie or a kids movie? Both. Sometimes when I feel like it. Maybe you should pick a thing. No. Well, okay then. And by the way, these sin demons have to look really scary. Is that something we can pull off? Depends what you want them to look like. Well, for example, people didn't really like the CGI Doomsday standing thing. So it could be better than that. Okay. For much worse than that? Yeah, sure, that works. Great. So tell me more about this villain. Oh, well, you know how in Marvel movies they do the thing where the bad guy has the same powers as the good guy, but he's evil? Of course, it's one of the main complaints about the MCU. Well, I figured maybe out here we could do that too. Oh, well, I mean, Marvel does make money, so I guess I'm going on board the generic villain train. Fantastic. Well, we're gonna have this thing where Freddy tells the bullies that he knows but they don't believe him. Okay. So he's like, well, the superhero's gonna show up at lunch tomorrow, but then Billy flakes him. Then he's supposed to be the superhero, so he just gets the biggest wedgie. Why doesn't he just show them that he's the where all the videos got posted and his voice is in all of them? The camera they were filmed on. Oh, I don't know. Fair enough. So eventually Billy's gonna find his real mom that he's been looking for his whole life. Okay. And it turns out she intentionally abandoned him. Oh, she did? Yeah, they got split up at the carnival, and then she saw him with some police officers, and she apparently the police won't look into it at all. They won't ask around, they won't go to your home.
Hostile activity. Resume securing the container once the threat is neutralized.
Oh yeah, it's super easy. Barely. Hold on a second. Hey,
Op 4 last stop standing. Op 4
him,
neutralized.
Leave him
Mission
in a public
successful.
place? Yeah, no, I know he's our son. I thought we could have a lot more free time if we. No, I understand. Oh, okay. Okay, no, I'm sorry I suggested it. Okay, bye. Yeah, so my wife was not into that idea. Worth a shot, I guess. Anyway, so how does the movie end? Oh, well, Billy's gonna get progressively better with his powers, and then we're gonna have a big final fight between him and Savannah and the Sins. Oh, very cool. Yeah, the Sins can do this thing where they turn to smoke, apparently, so they're hard to grab onto. Wow. And then all of Billy's foster brother and sisters also get Shazam powers. Oh, very exciting, but isn't it gonna be hard for them to fight? I mean, Billy took the whole movie to learn his powers. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, this is the climax of the movie, so they're just gonna, automatically be great at it. Well, okay then. Yeah, so it's just gonna be a big slugfest. What do they do against the monsters move where they turn into smoke? Oh, the monsters are just not gonna do that anymore and also be much less violent than they were before. Oh, very considerate monsters. For sure. So then, yeah, the good guys win. Amazing. Then we're gonna have this end scene.
Be ready
at the
to
school
engage, Op 4.
cafeteria where Shazam walks in to see Freddy. Okay. And then we see Superman walk in all his glory. That was not available. And then we see Superman walk in from the Shazam. There it is. That's about it. Wow, it sounds like a lot of fun. Also, sometimes suddenly horrifying. Yeah, sometimes. Let's play the villain.
10 seconds remaining.
Wall reinforced!
Gotta look around, find the right actor.
5 seconds left.
It does sound like a lot of work. Or you just
Raise the wire up.
So, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. I was thinking we could do a Birds of Prey movie featuring Harley Quinn. Oh, like she's gonna have a cameo cameo. No, it's
And
gonna be
she's
like
waiting.
90% about Harley Quinn and how crazy she is. Oh, it is. Yeah, it's gonna be like Harley Quinn in the movie. Oh, and also, by the way, Birds of Prey. Well, okay then. So what happens in this thing? Well, Harley Quinn and the Joker broke up, so now everybody that she wronged wants to kill her since she no longer has his protection. Oh, uh-oh. Yeah, there are just people coming after her left and right. It's chaos. Very exciting. Yeah, and I really want this to focus on Harley Quinn, but I did think it'd be cool if we had like a little Joker cameo. Right, yeah, I got your email about that. I actually made a couple calls, got the ball rolling. Amazing. People are gonna love that. They sure are. I wasn't sure which one you wanted though, so I went ahead and got merged. What?
Hi guys, super excited.
Wow. What is going on? I got you one of the Jokers just like you wanted. If you wanted Sal, you should have specified Sal. Okay, I was like the Joker, like the Jared Leto Joker. Oh, now that you say that, that makes a whole lot more sense.
Oh, whoops.
Whoopsie. All right, Murd, do you think you can find your way out?
Sure, super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Okay, that's my. He stole my. He stole it. All right, bye.
Bye.
So can we get there? Address is gonna start sending me weird stuff again. Oh yeah, that's probably smart. But what about Batman cameo? Nope, but we are gonna have Bruce. Oh, like he's gonna show up as Bruce Wayne. No, Bruce is a hyena named after Bruce Wayne. Oh, so this movie's like crazy. Yeah. So what's the deal with this hyena? It's gonna be there, but then it's not, but then it is again. One of the people that wants Harley dead is this bad guy, Roman. He's evil. Isn't Harley Quinn like kind of evil as well? Yeah, but this is top evil to make Harley look better than Josh. Gotcha. And this guy Sionis is like running the show.
Op 4, last stop standing.
Joker, out of town or something. I don't know, Florida. And what about other famous gods? Mr. Freeze.
Reloading.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
That's a big step. But also he wants this diamond. In it, so Harley's like, don't kill me. I could go find the diamond for you. Where's this diamond? Inside a child. Oh my god. Yeah, this little pickpocket girl, Cassandra Cain, steals the diamond and then swallows it after being arrested. So she becomes just the most adorable plot device. And so this bad guy agrees to not kill Harley if she can go get the diamond. He does, and then also sends a bunch of bad guys after it too. If he wants her dead, why is he doing that? Why not just kill her while he has her? Because she's the main character. Right, of course. So anyway, Harley goes to the police station to get this.
I guess ഇന്നത്തേക്ക് നിർത്താം. ഞാൻ എന്തായിട്ടും സംസാരിക്കുന്നില്ലെന്ന് അറിയാൻ പറ്റും. എനിവേസ് വേറെ പ്രത്യേകിച്ചൊന്നും പറയാനില്ല. എനിവേസ് ഞാൻ ഇന്നത്തേക്ക് നിർത്തുവാണ്. ആൻഡ് ഐ ഗസ് പതിവ് പോലെ ഗുഡ് ബൈ GG's ആൻഡ് to be continued. Bye.
Harley has to fight a bunch of criminals. Oh man, how's she gonna get out of that situation? Well, they all take turns attacking her instead